What's up, everybody? It is 4:30 in the morning here. I'm really tired, man. I opened my eyes like 15 minutes ago. I just looked at the chat, and the first thing I saw is wonder if Samik's learned how to do a poll. No, I did not. Man, I forgot. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot. It wasn't even on my mind how to do a poll on this thing. Damn. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Some of you are saying good afternoon. Lucky you, man. 4:30 in the morning. I literally just opened my eyes less than 15, probably about 15 minutes ago now. Um, Good morning, Ben. And yeah, man. I do not know how to do a poll. No. I will try to set a reminder for myself to learn how to do one of those. I'm actually reaching for my phone right now just to set a reminder like learn how to do a poll, man. It's pretty crazy, dude. Because I got a lot of friends here in LA that are Manchester United fans, and they're texting me right now. Like I'm getting texts at 4:30 in the morning from people in Los Angeles asking me what channel is the game on. Which I don't blame them because that's what I was doing when I had that screen on right now, telling you guys that I'll be live soon. I was actually going like, wait a minute, what channel is the game on? And it's on MUTV. At least I hope it is. I hope it's on MUTV because if it's not, then I don't even know if I can watch this thing. I mean, the pre-show is on MUTV, so I'm hoping the game is going to be on MUTV. Are you a coffee man? Yes, I am a big-time coffee man. I drink way too much coffee to the point where I now have to mix it with water because I'm going to drink probably 4 cups of coffee in a day. So I have to mix it with water so I don't kill myself with caffeine. How's everybody doing? I haven't seen the lineups. Anybody want to? I got to go on to Twitter and find out what the lineups are. I'm hoping Cunha and Mbumo are playing because I'd like to see them. Have they walked Benjamin Sheshko around the field yet, or are they waiting for right before kickoff? So I'm hoping I didn't miss that either. I'd like to see Benjamin Sheshko be paraded around or whatever they're going to do. I have 0 Man United fans where I'm at, Ravel says. My best friend is a Spurs fan. Oh, ew. And you're still friends with that idiot? And the rest of my friends don't watch the sport. Air Sheshko and feeling Baleba. The Baleba thing, man, like I haven't gotten a chance to be live with you guys since the Baleba news broke. I'm like 75% sure we're gonna end up getting Donnarumma. I don't have any information. Anybody new to my channel? I don't have any inside information. It's just a gut feeling. It doesn't make any sense not to go after one of the best goalkeepers if they're available for the price that he's available for. He's available at pretty much the same price as Lemens. Why would you go after Lemens when you can get one of the best in the world for the same price? So I have a feeling we're going to end up with Donnarumma unless he doesn't want to play for us. The Baleba thing, man. Am I allowed to dream? Like that just seems like a dream. I hope we get Baleba, man. What's up, Joker? What's up, man? If we get Baleba, man, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be walking around telling everybody that like I think we're gonna be challenging for a title. Hi, Samik. I'm keen to understand why Amarim is putting Cunha up front. Is it because of his abilities dropping deep? No. No, it's because he needs Rasmus to be okay with leaving. I think they're trying to push Rasmus out the door. Will Cunha play up front in the future? It's going to be rare. I think Xerxes not available and Rasmus needs to be pushed out the door. That's my belief. But then again, with the beauty of having Rasmus up front, you have all 3 forwards actually circulating. Like last time when I'm sorry, I meant Cunha. Last time when Cunha played up front, you saw Mbumo circulating up there with him, and I think it was almost 50-50 how many times Cunha dropped deep and Mbumo stayed up there up front. It is interesting, but I think the real reason why it's happening is to push Rasmus out the door. Ravel thinks Baleba is more likely than Donnarumma. Really? Oh, you think Donnarumma is going to want 300, 400K? You got to think about it like this, Ravel. If you were to buy Donnarumma on a normal circumstance, you're paying 50, 60 million just to buy him. If you're getting him for 26 million, you can kind of afford to offer him 300K a week. Because it's still going to be cheaper than what he would have cost under normal circumstances. Also, the way Manchester United's contracts are done, that 300K a week will only be in years where we're in the Champions League. And then he'd get 20% less for whenever we're not in the Champions League. MUTV on sale, $10 for a year, good deal. Yeah, it is a good deal. They better show the game. If they don't show the game, I want my $10 back. Honestly, I think MUTV is a lost opportunity that hopefully the new ownership, management, whatever you want to call it, will change in the next year or two. I've thought about this so many times in so many years that MUTV is a lost opportunity and a lost source of income for them. If they had better, do you remember the story that came out like 2 months ago when they said, or a month ago, I don't know, when Amazon was going to do an all or nothing, Manchester United, and Ruben Amorim turned it down and said, no, he doesn't want to have a Amazon show right now because of the team struggles. If MUTV produced their own, I mean, they got the cameras, they have people there, and they have the team. If MUTV produced their own all or nothing and made it high quality, and all they'd have to do to make it high quality is hire probably 2 people who have done these kind of things before, who have documentary experience. Do you know how many Manchester United fans would subscribe to know that they're getting a nice quality show out of it? Because most of the content that they create for MUTV is not good. It's just not good. It's like, yeah, it's really not good. It's really low quality stuff. They would make so much more money than whatever Amazon's going to pay them because they'd collect all that money. Morning, guys. Thank you, Joey. Up the likes, guys. Please hit the like button. They plan to show the game, but I'm not sure if they are showing it on laptop view. There's a difference? Oh, there we go. We're parading. Mateus Cunha just came out getting applauded. I really like that sweater or that hoodie. I don't know if you've noticed, I wear hoodies all the time. Even though I live in California and it's hot as hell, I still wear hoodies. I think Diego Leon switched numbers with Šeško. He's wearing 35 now, so I think Šeško is going to be number 30. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to just even seeing Šeško walk out. I'm actually, since I watched, after the game, I already made the Šeško video. It's already posted on YouTube, but it's not public yet for you guys to see. I didn't want to post it and make it public last night when I got it done, right before this game. So after this game, I'll click the button for it to go public, and then that video will be available. But what I was trying to say is, after watching Šeško and making that video, I'm super excited about Šeško, man. He's actually got a lot of potential. Like, an insane amount of potential. Who do I think is starting for the Arsenal match? I don't know, man. I don't think it's going to be this man. Benjamin Šeško and trainers. Damn, he is big, dude. He's a big boy. He's bigger than Fred the Red. His height was just a little, taller than Fred the Red. Who do I think starting for the Arsenal match up front? Man, I don't think it's fair to start Sheshko. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I just don't think it's fair to start Sheshko. So I think you're gonna see Cunha start up front for the Arsenal game, and I think you'll see Sheshko for the last 30 minutes. I just don't think it's fair to him to start him up front. I don't know though, man. He might pass every test, like the bleep test or whatever. He might pass every test with like crazy numbers, and they're like, okay, this man is fit and solid, and he might understand what it is that Ruben wants from him. And if the coaches decide that he's fit and he understands what he needs to do, maybe he will start. But the odds of that happening, even for just, I don't want to say political reasons, I just want to say like for just to be fair to him, just to not put him in that kind of situation, I just don't see it happening. I think he gets the last 30 minutes of the game. What's up, Marcus? Art, TD, Ravel, man, you guys are awesome, man. Muji, where's Be Cool? Be Cool, what's up, dude? Melchizedek says hit the likes. You guys should listen to Melchizedek. He knows what he's talking about. That Leon fade is neat, but Mbumo's fade is neater. You should see the athletic video with David Ornstein about Sheshko, and they show tactically he doesn't usually make the runs that Amarim will demand from him. That's not true. I mean, I watch the games. I don't need to watch the athletic video when I'm actually watching games and looking for myself. I got to tell you guys, man, like, some of you know what I do for a living. And what I do, we do a lot of data analytics. I mean, we are always looking at data. But data doesn't tell us the whole situation or story. You have to make sense out of that data. And if the data isn't right or doesn't tell the story the right way, there are reasons for that. Like when I was doing the Sheshko thing, his XG was really low. His XG is pretty low. But he outperforms his XG. Now, because his XG is really low, you would say he doesn't know how to move into the right positions and things of that nature. I didn't say this on the video. I should have said this on the video. Because his XG is really low, you would say that his movement's not good and he doesn't get into good positions. That's really cool. They're giving David De Gea I don't know what you call that. When I watched the games, Sheshko's movement was awesome. Like, it wasn't good. It was awesome. I was shocked by how good his movement was because his XG is so low. But his teammates suck. His teammates are so bad at finding him. And I'm not talking like the Rasmus situation where people say like Rasmus isn't getting service. This is worse. Like, Rasmus isn't getting service, but Rasmus' movement is like 50-50. Sometimes it's really bad. Sheshko's movement's actually really, really good, and he's not getting service because they're really, like, his teammates are not good. Not good. RB, the squad, Leipzig squad, is really not good. I'm barely awake, dude. I'm barely awake. What's my Twitter? Andy, my Twitter is a good question. My Twitter is, let me see if I can find it for you. It's at Man United FC Man, but let me show it to you in a different way. Look at the bottom there. That side. That's my X handle or Twitter handle. Man United FC Man. I should have it on this screen too, huh? Next time. When I learn how to do polls. I'll learn how to do polls and I'll put my Twitter handle on this screen. One day I'll learn how to do this the right way, guys. Oh, the game's about to start, man. And I'm barely awake. Let's do this. Just because he hasn't done lateral runs. Oh, those diagonal runs, lateral runs, dude. That's not. There's a goal I show in my video that you're gonna see after this game. There's a goal I show in my video where he does a lateral run. Like, come on. Like, it's not something he can't learn to do. That's not the hard stuff. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine, guys. You gotta remember, like, there's. Oh, I didn't start the clock. I'm so bad at that. I'm 10 seconds behind again. Guys, you got to remember, negative stories like The Athletic saying, oh, he can't do this, gets more clicks. If they get you to worry about something, you are engaged more. Don't ask me why. It's just human nature. That's why horror movies do so well, even though they're the like lowest budgeted movies. They spend very little money making horror movies, and a lot of people go watch them. All right, let's watch the game. Here's our little diamond. Look at that diamond. He's nice. That area. Hold on, I like this. Fiorentina's coming out like really, really tight and aggressive. I want to see how we're going to deal with that. I'm 10 seconds behind, by the way. Like the clock on my screen. Like right. The actual game clock is 10 seconds ahead, whatever it says on the Watchalong stream. Yes, I'm sleepy. It's 4:30 in the morning. Yes, I'm sleepy. There's that ball right to the striker. Well, it's not the striker. It's going to Mount, but it's in that same area. I mean, Mount's playing up front, guys. It's not Cunha. Yeah, it's going to be, as TD said, it's going to be a rotating front three. I mean, right now it's Mount. It won't be like that as soon as Šeško can play. Beautiful Harry Maguire. I like I like having Harry Maguire in between Aiden Heaven and Euro. I like having the old head right in between the two young guys. Watch Mbumo turn, man. Cunha came into the spot and had to run away because being tightly marked. Mbumo's coming back for the pass. It's not happening. This got to go long now. There it is, right in that spot. That spot is key. Like I was telling you guys, that spot right by the half circle is key. That's where they want to release the pressure out of. And Šeško is going to be good at... I don't want to give away what I said in the video. Oh, no. I don't think Mbomo was paying attention there. He was looking over his shoulder when the pass was coming. Oh, no. Mbomo doesn't look fit to me. I like him. This isn't me complaining. I think he's going to come good. I think he'll be a good, very, very good signing for us. I just don't think he's fit yet. Yes, Mount is playing as a false nine. You can see it right. Even here, where he's not the farthest forward, he's just getting into position, and now he is the farthest forward. He's definitely playing as our striker. Or false nine. Okay, we're having issues building up from here, from the back against Fiorentina, because Fiorentina is actually doing a really good job in how they press or how they defend and cutting out passing lanes in their running patterns. This is a good test, and we need to figure this out. Like, we need to unlock this, because we can't be this bad at getting out of our own half. Ravel, correct, yes. Be Cool said pretty much the same thing. You guys want to see Cunha and Mbumo in their correct positions, so you don't mind sacrificing Mount, which I get, which I understand. Me too. There's Mount making that zone 16 run, which was the right thing to do at that point, and that, okay, because Fiorentina's pressing so well and attacking us so well, we need a striker who's going to be able to curve his runs into zone 16 and 18, but we are really bad at that part of Amarin's tactics. We have yet to figure that out, to have the striker take off on that run at the right time so he's not offside, but also the pass needs to be all the way to that zone and risk going out of bounds for a throw-in so that we can set up our press. We don't do that well. Like, that's one part of our build up or attack that we don't do well. And we haven't seen it yet like they used to do in Sporting. That's the one thing that I'm still waiting for. Oh, that's not true, Art. I've seen the diamond at least 3 times already. I'll try to point it out when I see it, but I did see it on your row side especially. If you're talking about on their half of the field, then yes, we haven't built into their half of the field to get into shape. I'm talking about I've seen it on our half of the field. That's a goal. This is not going to be good. He's just wide open. There's just no one there. There's like 3 defenders on what right there is 1, 2 defenders on the same guy. What was that even about? Like, why is that so bad? That was really bad defending. That's not even, there's no intelligence involved there. It's just like, what are you guys doing? All right. I'm annoyed. I'm really annoyed. I don't know why we're down 1-0 for a run of the mill corner kick. Like, okay. Nice. Nice. Get it out of here because you guys are outnumbered. Get it out of here, Ahmad. Yep, get it to the other side. Good. Get to Dorgu, and there's your diamond. Not the right time for that. Oh, not the right time for that. That's what I mean. We don't hit the long ball to zone 16 and 18 at the right time. And when it is the right time, no one makes the run. Like that, we're really bad at that part of it. We're really bad at that part of it. And it's a big part of it because it relieves pressure. When you do it, you make the defense think twice about pressing you so aggressively because you're just going to go over them. But then when they're not pressing you aggressively and you do it, it's stupid. You're just giving them the ball. Casemiro's pass was horrible there. Casemiro is not... Never mind. Our center midfielders are not great. Oh, I got to change the score, huh? Even you guys forgot that. Nobody told me to change the score. I'm not the only one bad at this. You guys are bad at this too. We're not in our shape right now. There we go. Mbumo. Nice. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. You guys are outnumbered. Good run, Bruno. Nice. Good job, Mount. Finally, Cass got in to get involved. Center back switch. No? Too late, Maguire. Too late. It's not going to... There's no space for the center backs. Like, there's no space for Euro to attack now. There's the diamond. But Cass is kind of running away. Nice. Nice. One touch to the forward-facing runner from the guy who receives with his back to goal. Then exit the diamond through Mount. And then the give and go with Acuna and Dorgu. Exactly what we talk about. Nice. What the hell, Dorgu? But nice. You're seeing the patterns. That's what I mean. Like, yeah, we made some mistakes. Yes, we're still stupid sometimes. But it's there. It's there. It just needs to be polished. It needs to be polished. It needs to be better. I think Maguire held on to the ball a little too long a couple minutes ago. But it's there. Last year it was worse, I'll tell you that. Like last season, it was where I would sit here and I would go like, what are we doing? We do it once a half, you'd see the correct pattern. Like once or twice a half. Now you see it every 3 minutes. Bro, Maguire shouldn't be starting. No, maybe not. But, I mean, he is the old head. He just needs to learn to go faster. There will always be a problem with that back line when he's there. When he's good, though. Like, I don't hate Maguire. I'm going to... The truth is, like, all our players make stupid mistakes like that. It's not just Maguire, you know? Like, the one that gets on my nerves the most is Luke Shaw. That guy is slow. Like, he touches the ball way too many times before he decides to pass. Nice with his back to goal. Oh, that was not a good pass. Dorgu, no. You can't do that. You can't do that, dude. You can't do that. That was actually like we were in a good shape. He just, I don't know where that came from or why he did that. What's he going to do? He goes for the hardest pass he had instead of giving it to Ahmad for a cross. Here's the other thing. When Benjamin Šeško joins this team, that ball needs to go to Ahmad, and Ahmad needs to cross it to him, to Benjamin Šeško. We can't be trying to squeeze the ball through where we're outnumbered. That game against Bournemouth, Eddie, was like really cool to watch for me. I don't know how and why they were all on the same page that day. But they were getting in their shapes and patterns like often that day. Often, really, really often. Look at Mbumo, just a little slow. I prefer to see Ugarte instead of Casemiro, says Be Cool. Yeah, maybe. I don't like either one. I mean, I shouldn't say I don't like, but I'm not convinced by either one of them, to be honest. When Ugarte is playing well, I like it, but like that Everton game, he was so bad that if I was the manager, I'd have to bench him just to prove a point to all my other players that like if you play this bad, you're not playing the next game. He played really bad the last game. There has to be consequences. Oh, I mean, watching this right now just makes me hope that our management team is watching this and they're thinking like we need to spend the money on Baleba and get him in because Casemiro's not doing anything really to help and build up. Ugarte is sometimes just as ineffective. Let's put it that way. We need to put someone in the middle of the field that can, like, right now in build up. Like, what's Cass doing? Right. He's getting in the way of Ahmad, is what he's doing. We're still learning, Art. Like the squad, you could tell is still learning where they're supposed to go. And that's why I keep saying in my videos that like we got to give it another 2 months, guys. It's not cooked yet. It's not cooked yet. It's still in the oven. We got to give it another 2 months, but it's not that bad. It really isn't that bad. Like when it's run right, it looks good. It looks really good. It's going to be tasty when it's done. I think Mbumo is not fit at all. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You see, Mbumo's jogging. I need him to run diagonally hard. There it is. Finally. But it's so late. Like, and he's fought. Like, Mbumo's not fit, guys. He's not fit. I like the player, and I think he's going to be a good player for us. And I know he's a workhorse. Like, his stats from last season, he was the most, like, he had the most sprints in the league, and he covered the most ground in the league. That's not the guy I'm looking at right now. I don't know what he did in the offseason, but it definitely wasn't working out. That's actually a good cross from Mbumo. Yeah, he needs to get fit for sure. Nice. Oh. We are running the patterns. We are running the patterns, even though we're not doing the greatest at touching the ball and settling it the right way. But we are running the patterns, and I'm much happier. Good. I'm from Cass. I don't know if you guys are watching the same thing I am or at the same spot. Very good. Very good. Oh, nice cutback. Not bad. I think the new guys don't know the system yet. Yeah, that's for sure. Like Mbumo for sure is a little bit out of position. The difference in a Bournemouth game is that it's the guys we have before. Yeah, that's a very good point. Like you can tell, especially with Mbumo, that he's a little bit out of position sometimes or a little late. Like Ahmad's telling him where to go. Cunha's a little better with his positioning though. It's not that bad from Cunha, but we're not really using that side effectively. Who scored? It's an own goal. Is it an own goal? Sesko didn't leave, dude. Awesome update. Oh, update the score. Good point. I'm like, update what? You know, you're not watching? To be fair, they scored a crap corner kick goal, and we scored a crap corner kick goal. So I'll take it. Now, hopefully, that'll lift people's spirits, and we'll start running a little bit faster, passing a little bit sharper. It is way too early. It is way too early, Mr. Random. Lucky for you for moving to Europe and leaving us here. Nice job, Bruno. Let's see if we can get out of this here. Nice, dude. Nice. We got right into that spot in that half circle. But he's outnumbered. That's a good switch. Keep switching it. There you go. The ball's moving a little bit quicker. I think the goal did pick up people's spirits a little bit. Dude, don't do that. Don't go by yourself. Don't go by yourself. Ahmad, please. Oh, take the corner. I don't like it. Even if it is Ahmad, I don't care who it is. I don't like it when one of our players tries to dribble through defenders. It's like, dude, you just turn around and pass it. Oh, we didn't even get a corner out of it. See what I'm? Now I'm even more annoyed. Mr. Man, where are you from? Where are you at? You guys need to listen to Joey Pixel, man. The guys. Oh, Mbumo, hit Ahmad, please. Cut it back. Nice. Now we get the. Hopefully, it lifts the fan spirits too. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I mean, we got a tough game next week, dude. This is the last prep for that game against Arsenal. I really don't want to get spanked against Arsenal. I really don't. I hate Arsenal fans. They're so annoying. They are so annoying. My least favorite fans are Arsenal fans. Mbumo taking the corners with his left foot from that side is super interesting. I like that a lot. I think Ravel, I think you misunderstood me. I don't mind anyone taking people on a dribble. I don't like seeing it against three guys. 1-against-3, I don't want to see. 1-against-1, I'm okay with. I actually want it. 1-against-2 depends on who the dribbler is. Like, he's got to be good. 1-against-3, no, I don't want to see that. Like, that's just a waste of time. You're in the South, dude? But still, like, you should be at least 2-3 hours ahead of me. Well, I guess 6:30 is just as bad as 4:30 for some people, yeah. Yeah, no, I love dribblers, dude. Like, oh! Oh! Someone's hurt. Hopefully not too bad. Yeah, man, Ravel, I wasn't trying to say I don't like seeing dribblers. Like, my favorite players are Ronaldinho and R9. Like, I love seeing people dribble against defenders. I just want to make sure that there's a chance that the dribble is going to be successful. Ravel, where are you from, man? I didn't know you were stateside too. De Gea's De Gea. Like he's capable of amazing saves. I really hope we get Donnarumma, man. From Nebraska, living in Iowa. I've never been to either one of those, man. I've always wanted to, though. I've always wanted, especially Nebraska. I've heard nothing but good things. Central Time. Were you in Colorado? Oh, nice turn, Cunha. Cunha turns like Cunha's turns are awesome. Mount, don't do. There you go. Nice. Keep the ball moving. Behind Cunha, dude. I gotta say, like, I really feel. I'll say it again. I really feel like Mbumo's is rough. Mbumo's not fit. His touches are a little rough. His crossing is outstanding. Be cool. You're right. His crossing's been amazing. But his open play stuff is a little bit rough right now. He'll get there though. Like he's a good player. This isn't me. I'm not saying he's not a good player. I just think he's not fit. He's not match fit yet. He's not ready. Hopefully next week he will be. Simix, you in the East, right? No, man, I'm in California. I'm in California. Orange County, right next to LA. I'm not sure if Art just complimented me or was talking trash. It's too early in the morning to try and decipher whether that was an insult or a compliment. I'm too tired to figure it out. Ahmad's always pretty aggressive, but sometimes when it works, man, he gets the ball back. And how many times has Ahmad's pressing got us the ball back and then a goal? He's probably just a little excited today. No, I'm not from New York, but a lot of people say I have an East Coast accent. When I was younger, we lived in Michigan for like a year or two. What made you get into the tactical side? Honestly, just not liking anybody else's videos. I don't know how to explain it to you. Like, a lot of people talk about tactics and like formations, and they draw these lines and they go, this guy can move this way, and then this guy's supposed to take over this spot. And I'm like, that's not how coaching works. It's just not. Uh, I coach, not football, but I have coached football and I've coached basketball, and it doesn't work the way people explain it on TV or pundits, and they go like, okay, in this guy's, in this formation, this person's role is to go here and there. No, like coaching works by teaching your players patterns of movement in how you want the ball to go, and then the options. You tell your players when this happens, you'll have option A, B, or C. Pick the one that the defense is giving you the most. Like, look at that play. That play you'll see over and over again in that spot. That play he just ran where Euro passed it to Cunha in that same spot that I show you guys in my videos. That's how we want to exit out of our half. You haven't heard anyone say that in any other YouTube video or any other TV broadcast ever. Why? I don't know. I don't know how they see the game. I don't know why people still explain it like it's 1985. I don't know. So that's why, Ravel. That's why I started doing tactics videos. And to be honest with you, and now it feels like that's what everybody just wants me to do. And I sometimes go, I want to get back to talking about current events and like stuff that is fun to me, because when I'm making a tactics video, I feel like I'm actually at my job. Like, that's kind of a lot of what I do at work is, break down what players need to improve and how to improve it by looking at patterns. Anyway. Mr. Man, the game's on MUTV. Thanks, Be Cool, for letting him know. Saw the guys in Sky. They're 10 times better what they are showing now. Yeah, this is a little bit slow. Dude, but they also could be having like really, really high fitness programs at training this week because they're getting ready for the league. This might be the last week where Amram could run them to the ground. So that might be another reason why they're a little bit... Oh, look at Mbumo turn on the Jets now. Anyway. Ravel, thanks, man. Thank you. Please engage better in the comments. What, Lemsa, let me know what kind of engagement. Do you want me to tell you, like, play-by-play? Like, what do you mean? Or just read your comments? Because you said you can't watch at this moment. Would you like to know what's going on? Hi, Pearl. Ooh. Okay. I will say that after our goal, our play has gotten a lot better. A lot better. And, I mean, look at that. Bruno switches all the way to Ahmad. Ahmad's got the space. But now it's 3-on-1, so I need him to stop. There you go. And this is what I meant, Ravel, right there. When he just stopped and circulated the ball. When it's 3-on-1, there's no point in trying to dribble. You're not going to get anywhere. 1-on-1, I would have been like, take him. Go. Kill. How many goal contributions do I expect Mbumo, Cunha, and Sesko to get? If we're talking assists and goals combined, I got to be thinking 50 minimum. 50 minimum. I got to be thinking 50 minimum. Because the way you ask that question is, like, even if Mbumo gets an assist to Ahmad, who's not on the list you just asked. Hold on one second. That was actually a really good time to go to zone 18, but the ball didn't go to zone 18. The ball went too much towards the box, but we'll take it. So the way you ask the question, if Mbumo gets an assist to Ahmad or Cunha gets an assist to Ahmad, that still counts as a goal contribution by one of the three you just asked. So if we're thinking like that, then I'm thinking 50 minimum. I would really like to know what's going on the pitch right now. Oh, we got a corner kick. Mbumo's going to take it with his left foot from our right side, which is perfect. It's going to be curling in. But this is the second time where he kicks it out to Ahmad. Ahmad gives it back to Mbumo, and then he curls it in, and we got a header by Aiden Heaven. We've run that play twice, and both times we've gotten a shot off. Mr. Man, I think after this game, I'm going to post the Sesko video, and I mean right after, because it's already uploaded on YouTube. I just got to turn it on for you guys to have access to it. Watch that video on Sheshko. That's a penalty. Come on. So, who asked about the game? Lemza. Cunha was brought down in the box, but it was a little soft, I guess, so no pen. And actually, it was a run and a long ball. It is kind of soft. Bruno's always correcting people. That's right, be cool, because people are still learning, right? And Bruno's one of the more intelligent players, believe it or not. Yeah, Mr. Man, check out my Sesko video, dude, after this game. Right after the game. So we have the ball. Aiden Heaven switching it to Euro, who's now got acres of space he can run a little bit into. And we got a triangle with Euro, Mount. Well, now it's Mount, Ahmad, and Mbumo. And they play the 1-2. Get it back to Mbumo. Turn to Cass. Cass gets it back out to Mount on the wing, and Mount's cross sucks. But that was a good play. That was a good play. Good movement, good passing. Our main problem is no service to the striker. Yeah, we do need to be better at that. But I think our striker's movement has also been weak. So hopefully with this new striker, his movement's a little bit better. Bruno's been playing calm for like 3 games in a row, man. Melchizedek. Bruno's been playing calm 3 days in a row. 3 games in a row, not 3 days in a row. To be honest with you guys, dude, after our goal, this half's actually gotten really good. Our movement's gotten much better. Our passing's gotten much better. We're not as crazy as we were. But also, Fiorentina couldn't keep up that pace of aggression and press that they were doing in the first 15 minutes. So, and Bumo settles a ball that was actually not easy to settle. You think Mount took that shot from there? I think he was trying to cross it across the face of the goal. But he could have been taking the shot. I have no idea. Casemiro and Aiden Heaven. And here comes Mount trying to get into position because those guys were alone. There was no triangle or diamond there. But I think Mount figured that out and tried to run over there as fast as possible. This is a good shape right now. Yeah, this is a perfect shape. You see Bruno running back. He's trying to do CB switch, but it's a really bad pass. This is trying to go. Nice job, but there's no one there. I think Cunha was a little out of position, but we got it back anyways. And there's Cunha's dribbling, and this is exactly what we need him to do. Just drive it forward and make the defense get chaotic. Dorgu was 3-on-1, so he passed it back out. Cunha again at top. Pass. Too late. Interesting. Casemiro with the long leg. Mount out to Ahmad. You got the triangle. Bruno's running. He gets the ball. Back to... oh, it's Cunha, actually. I thought it was Bruno. Now you got your triangle with Casemiro, who's very out of position, though. This is the ugliest triangle I've seen. And there's Euro. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Cass is not. Cass. I'm not impressed with Cass. Cass. It's time for Cass to go to MLS. Let me pause this. It's time for Cass to go to MLS, as far as I'm concerned, man. I love Casemiro. I love the history. I love what he did for Real Madrid. But I think it's time for Cass to get out of Europe. Either go back to Brazil, go to MLS, or make some money in Saudi. I almost put Bright, man. What's up, bro? I almost put Manuel and Tina, but I was like, maybe people get mad if I change Manchester United's name to Manuel. But I really wanted to go Manuel and Tina. At halftime, can you give me your all-time Man United 11? I can't put them in this 3-4-2-1 system. I cannot do that because that's not what we used. All-time Manchester United 11. I have to put Cantona up front. I absolutely have to put Cantona up front. Dude, this is going to be so hard. I'll tell you all my favorite players because it's not going to fit into a squad because all my favorite players are like forwards. So I could give you my 11 favorite players as opposed to like build you a squad. But I'll tell you that Rooney, like my favorite to watch was the squad with Rooney, Tevez, and Cristiano. Oh my God, when those three played together, it was just like exciting to watch. David Beckham and Cantona were kind of like my heroes when I was a little kid. I love David Beckham and I love Cantona. Mr. Random, Mr. Random is related to me. And we grew up both Manchester United fans at a very young age. So he's a Ryan Giggs fan. For him, his favorite was Ryan Giggs. I liked Ryan Giggs, but we would argue when we were kids about, like, I would say, Beckham's better than Giggs, and he would argue for Giggs. It's hard for me to give you my all-time 11 because I'm not too big on midfielders and defenders, but I did like Rio Ferdinand and Vidic, dude. Ferdinand and Vidic were amazing. I liked Evra, too. Patrice Evra was cool. Scholes, amazing. That's so hard. That's a hard question, dude. Oh my God, Marcus Stevenson. I think am I dreaming? I knew I wasn't awake, dude. I'm never awake at 4:30 in the morning because I just read that Marcus Stevenson said Bruno's having a good game. That doesn't happen. Marcus say something positive about Bruno. Just doesn't happen. Like I need to go call my doctor or something. Something's wrong with my eyes. Manuel and Tino might be a Portuguese or even Spanish. That's exactly right. Nani and Berbatov, dude. See, I told you, Mr. Random and I are related, and yep, Nani and Berbatov are also some of my favorites, man. I used to, man. I hate answering questions like this because not only is it a hard question to answer, but it also reminds me how good we used to be. And it just makes me sad. Like, now we have to get Baleba because we need to get that good again. Nani, Tevez, Rooney, Ronaldo, that era was insane, dude. It was insane. Those guys in their prime today, playing in the league today, would still be the best squad in the league. With Vidic and Ferdinand behind them. With Evra going up the left. Like, that would still be the best squad today. That's why Amorim wants Bruno as the number 8, not the 10. His passing is too good to be wasted at the 10. Also, when you can discipline Bruno to not rush, to not get chaotic in his own head. He needs to slow his own brain down because he's very fast. He's a fast thinker. If you can discipline Bruno to relax and help his teammates become a provider in much more than ways than he's been in the past, he's actually a really good player, man. Burba was like watching ballet. Burba was so amazing, dude. Burba would do things that you would just think like, oh no, he's in trouble. And then 2 seconds later, he's not in trouble and he's out in the open and he's left the defenders behind. And you're like, how did he do that slowly? He did it so slowly and still fooled everybody. Why do you think Amarim's not playing Ugarte with Bruno? So I think that Ugarte had a very bad game last week. So bad that I didn't want to talk about it in my last video when I did the breakdown because I was like, this is really bad. And if I talk about it, I'm going to say some really nasty things about Ugarte. And I didn't want to do that. But I think that he had such a bad game last week that the manager had to show all the players that if you play that bad, you don't get to play. That's my opinion on that. And I think he should do that with any... I don't care who the player is. If Cunha has a bad game like Ugarte did last week, I think Cunha shouldn't start the next game. And that's how it should be. People should be held accountable. And other players on the bench should get a chance to start. Guys, the reason why we had problems, not that Jadon... I'm going to bring up Jadon Sancho. But Jadon Sancho is not, like an intelligent person or whatever. So I'm not backing him, but I will tell you that the reason why we had problems with players like Jadon Sancho is because Anthony would have bad game after bad game and Jadon Sancho would still be on the bench the next game. These guys are all players who want to play and they all have egos. If you let someone have a bad game and not give the guy on the bench a chance the next game, you're going to lose the locker room. You're going to lose your locker room. Ugarte played like crap. He played like utter crap. I want to use worse words, but he played like crap. You gotta make him pay for it by sitting on the bench, and you gotta let the guy on the bench have a chance. Or else you're gonna lose the locker room. And people are gonna be like, why am I even training hard? You're not gonna let me play even when that guy sucks. When that guy sucks, I still don't get to play. So why should I train? That's my answer to that one. Would Michael Jordan be held accountable on a bad game or Magic Johnson? Dude, those guys didn't have bad games. Show me a game where Michael had a bad game less than 20 points. Like a bad game for Michael was still better than everybody else on the bench. That's like saying, would Messi have a bad game? A bad game for Messi is still better than the guy on the bench. Like, that's not a bad game. That's just a bad game for Messi. Game before Ugarte had a good game. Sure. And that's why he doesn't get sold. Because he's got potential to have a good game. But you still have to hold him accountable for having a bad game. Especially in preseason. It might be different in the season when you have to win and you're like, okay, we're going to give him a pass because I got to win. But in preseason, you kind of want to set the precedent of like, hey, don't have bad games or you might sit on the bench. Yeah, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, that's not a good example. That's like saying Messi. Like, it's not a good example. But if you... I don't know, like think about like Pep Guardiola. Even Sir Alex Ferguson. If a player had a bad game, he sat on the bench, dude. I don't know if Sheshko will be ready for the Arsenal game. It's tough. That's a tough one. I saw the Raptors beat the Bulls with Jordan, one of their 8 losses that season. I saw Jordan play in the playoffs against the Orlando Magic, against Shaq's Orlando Magic, Penny Hardaway and Shaq. That was one of my favorite things I ever got to experience in my life. And I was in like the 8th row, and it was a playoff game. And I saw Jordan dunk on Shaq. I think Sheshko will get more than 5-10 minutes, Coley. I think he'll get 20. I think he'll get 20 to 25 minutes. But I don't think he'll start. I think you're right in that fact that he won't be ready. But I think 5-10 minutes is a little too short. But then again, it also depends on how the game's going. I don't know how to say your name. The guy who said he was biased from Slovenia. I don't want to say your name wrong. Nej. I don't know how to say your name. Can I call you Slamburger? But I agree with you. Like I think that I think that in the long run, Sheshko is going to pay off. He's going to be a really good. Yeah, Ravel, I'll let you know when the second half's starting. I think Sheshko is going to pay off, and I think he's going to be a really good forward for us. He's got too many tools in his bag. He's very good at a lot of things. He just has. I don't think that Leipzig was a good squad last season at all, from all the games. You know what, man? After this game, I'm posting a video. It's already posted. I've got a video for the Sheshko breakdown, talking about exactly what I think of Benjamin Sheshko and where I think he can help us. It's already posted on YouTube, but it's not listed yet. It's private right now because I didn't want to post it before this game. After this game, I'm just going to go click on a button, and it'll be available to the public for you guys to watch. So check out my video on Benjamin Sheshko right after this game. Literally right after this game ends and I log off of here, I'm going to go click that button and make that video available for you guys. Be cool. You think you're older than me? Can you type in your age and then we'll talk? I look young. I look very young. I think you'd be surprised if you knew how old I was. I'll put it to you this way. I got to watch Jordan in his rookie year in 1984. So I don't know if you're older than me, buddy. Wait, was his rookie year 84 or 86? I can't remember. Okay, be cool. You are older than me. You win. You are older. Don, I am not Indian and I'm not Arab. Although I can speak Arabic, but I'm not Arab. I'm Armenian. Marcus, you're older than me, that's for sure. In 1984, I wasn't even a thought. Where can I watch this match online? It's on MUTV, John Duro. That's the only place I know it's on. It's on MUTV, the app. You have to be a member. It's $10 for the year. Right now, it's on sale. $10 for a whole year, and you can watch every Manchester United game. The preseason games live, but all the other games as a replay the day after they've been played. And there's interviews and shows on the app. I wish it was better. It's not that great, but it is what it is, and it's only $10 for the year. It's less than $1 a month. I should work for them. I'm like selling for them. How come we're not playing a striker today? Because they want to push Rasmus out. Random. They want every time I see your comments though, I want to call you by your actual name. But I'm trying not to. They want to push Rasmus out of the team, so they're not going to play him so that he leaves. They want him to leave so we can raise some more money. If we look at the match, we could have easily scored more through header because Mbumo had some pretty good crosses. That's for sure. I think that Benjamin Šeško is definitely going to be scoring. I'm going to say 5 headers this season. 5 headers, Benjamin Šeško goals. Yeah, I'm going to say 5 headers is the over-under on that. 90 and 20 highlights are pretty good. Ravel, I think it was Ravel. The game's about to kick off. Second half is about to kick off, buddy. You can stop watching Wrexham now. Mount is looking sharp. I hope he can stay fit this season. I hope all our players can stay fit this season. But they haven't actually told him to leave, though. I think they have since like 2 days ago or yesterday when they finished up that Šeško deal. I got to start the clock on time this time. I really want to see if I can start the clock on time. It's the little things in life. See you, Marcus. Thank you for the reminders for the timer. I don't know if on your side the game's kicked off yet. On my side, I'm still waiting for it to kick off. It hasn't kicked off yet. And I've got the timer at 11 seconds after 45, so I'm going to wait 11 seconds after kickoff. What's going on, ref? Let's go. Oh, the sprinklers were still on. They were waiting for the sprinklers to start or stop. One. All right. Clock is perfect. Look at that. I got the clock perfect. That's exciting. I've never do that. Okay, we're coming out. The pressing shape needs a little bit of work. Oh my God. That was a really bad pass by Fiorentina. We got the ball back. Maguire switching to Aiden Heaven, which I want to see it come up Aiden Heaven's side sometimes. Oh my God, no. Heaven makes a really bad pass and turns it over, and then we foul. That's another thing I notice every time I do a breakdown is we don't build up from our left side enough. Aiden Heaven's side or Luke Shaw when Luke Shaw's playing, we don't build up from that side enough. And that's why I want to see it more often because I want to know what the issue is. In the Luke Shaw game, last game, I thought the issue was Delo, to be honest. I thought Diogo Delo was in bad positions often, and we couldn't build up, so we'd have to switch to the other side, and then we'd build up from the other side over and over and over again. Today, Delo's not playing, so I want to see if there's any other issues. Delo's not playing, and neither is Luke Shaw, so I'm, like... Oh, Lenny Yoro cannot be hurt, dude. Lenny Yoro cannot be hurt. Lenny Yoro's, for those of you who can't watch the game, Lenny Yoro's on the floor, grabbing his face and head and rolling around like. Oh, he took a ball to the face. That's what it was. Oh. Get him out of the game. Honestly, it's not worth it. Get him out of the game. You may be right that we only build up on Euro's side because, like you said, last year when he played on the left, we would build up on Euro's side. Maybe the problem is Aiden Heaven and Luke Shaw. Then they need to get a little bit better at finding passing lanes and finding ways to build up. I don't know. Like, I need to see it more often so I can see what the problem is. I really don't want to lose Euro for Arsenal, so I would rather, like, if he needs to come out of this game and rest, take him out of this game, give him something nice to drink, and let him relax. So out to Euro's side again. He seems okay. The pass right in that spot that I tell you guys about, you'll see that over and over again. The pass to Mbumo or Cunha or whoever the striker is right in that spot by the half circle. Oh my God, they hit the pole. Moise Keane crosses the ball. They hit the pole off a header, and it could have easily been 2-1. Our goalkeeper didn't even react, though. He just watched. I mean, I don't know if he could have reacted. Anybody have any idea when Licha Martinez will be ready? Do we know any of that? Did the news ever come out, like how long it's going to take for Licha to be fit? And here comes someone who says Amarim Ball's not going to work. Late September. Okay. He wants a left-footed center back on the left side to be able to hit that across their body pass to that half circle area that he likes to go to. That's why. Because if you're a left-footed center back, you can hit it up the line, but you can also hit a harder one across your body with your left foot to that half circle. At least I think that's what he wants, because if you're right-footed, you're going across your body to hit it up the line. It doesn't really go up the line. It goes across to the line. And then your switches are not going to be across your body. And you want your switches to be across your body. If that makes sense. Oh, go Mount. Get on it, Mount. Turn around. Look at Cass. Look at Cass. Too late. Too late. Not bad, but it was too late. Like, Cass had no option but to do what he did. Ben, thank you, man. That's exactly... I didn't want to say it. I don't want to be the one to say what Ben just said to Abdi. I just feel like the people who say that, like, Amarim Ball's not going to work. I'm like, you don't even know what Amarim Ball is. Like, I'm trying. In my real life, not my YouTube life. In my real life, I'm a lot more in your face. I'm a lot less, I don't know, patient, nice, whatever you want to call it, because of what I do, right? I coach. I don't have time. Like, I have to, I don't know how to say it, man, like, without sounding like a mean, bad person, but I have to be the authority figure. Um, so yeah, when I hear stuff like that that doesn't make any sense to me, I call it out and I'll be like, you don't even know what you're talking about. Like, you don't even know what Amarin Ball is. You think you know because you've heard a pundit talk about it. Where guess what? That pundit didn't know what it was either. This is good defense. Like, this is good pressure and defense. We're not overdoing it, but we're definitely not letting them out. I like Dorgu's positioning a lot. Oh, look at Heaven. There we go. We got the ball back. It was really good pressure and defense. I don't make videos about defense, guys. If you're wondering, I don't make videos about our defensive tactics and our defensive shape and everything like that because that's one area where I find that other YouTubers and pundits do a fantastic job. I don't feel the need to like add my own 2 cents because I'm like that guy that there's like 3 videos that I see like that cover it perfectly about how sometimes we switch to a 4-4-2 shape when we're pressing, how our pressing triggers are and things of that nature. Like I don't feel the need to make that video because it already exists for you guys, for everybody, and they do a pretty good job of out of possession tactics on YouTube, like people talking about out of possession tactics. They seem to do really, really good work. In possession, sometimes I feel like people talk about it like it's, I don't know, like not modern. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. Casemiro fell down too easy. Can you recommend those videos? Are you talking about the out of possession ones, Ben? I'm going to thank you for bringing that up, Ben. I'm going to start a Discord by late September. I'm working on so August is a busy month for me at my job, at my work. It's actually the busiest month. March and August are. Um as soon as August ends, beginning of September, I'm gonna for the next 2-3 weeks, I'm gonna start working on a membership and a Discord so that by the third week of September or last week of September, I have a Discord and a YouTube membership. And when I have a YouTube membership, like I plan on making a member video at least once a week and once a month from the tactical breakdowns that I do. Once a month, one of those tactical breakdowns will only be available for members. I want to make sure that unlike what I've seen on other channels that like members don't really get much, I want to make sure that members of our channel is like worth it, even though it's only going to be $2 a month or whatever. But I'm still gonna make the regular videos for everybody. I'm not like trying to hide behind a paywall, because I also want to make sure that people who don't want to become members are still getting good content. But I do want to make sure the members are getting something other than a badge, you know. Math Hub. If you don't see improvement from last season, I don't know how to explain it. Like when I'll show you what I mean in a second. Watch the game with me. I don't know if your game is on the same clock as mine, Math Hub, Mr. Vivi. And next time we have possession of the ball, I'll actually talk the whole time. Like, I will tell you exactly what I see. And hopefully you can keep up, because I'm going to have to talk fast, obviously, because I'm doing it, like, literally as the game's happening. And I'll try to point out what the differences from last season to now are, or what's different. In build-up. I want, to be honest, like, this is my whole point, I guess, with my channel, is I want people to see what I see. I want people to look at the game in a more modern way and understand what's going on. Okay, so goalkeeper has the ball. You got the two center backs alongside of him, and you got Harry Maguire stepping forward up front. So you force the other team to get into a four-person press right there, and then you go out wide. You go out wide. Now you got Dorgu, and then there's their triangle with Bruno, and he comes out to the half circle. But this time the runner wasn't there. Cunha was there late there. Cunha should have been there to receive that ball. And now the ball got switched to the other side where there's acres of space, and you take that space. Goes back to Bruno, and Ahmad, Bruno, and Mbeumo are making a triangle. He exits the triangle by giving it to Casemiro. Casemiro works it to Cunha. Cunha takes the shot. I'm trying to talk as fast as I can. I hope you guys heard all that. That's what happened. Is that too fast? Is that too crazy? And I can't keep that going because I'll literally run out of breath. But, like, that's what I saw. And that is better than last season. That is a lot better than last season. And the issue wasn't that last season they weren't trying to do this. The issue was that last season we would get into our shape freaking late. It's too late. They've already put pressure on the guy with the ball. You have to be there. So there was one person that was late throughout that whole sequence, and it was Cunha at that half circle. Does that make everybody with me? Am I talking to myself? We're making really, like, our corner kicks are of much better quality than last season also, by the way. Like, Bruno and Mbeumo have been sending corner kicks, like, right into that dangerous area. There's your diamond again, and now we're trying to exit the diamond and go to the other side. And look at Casemiro start to... Well, Casemiro's slow, man. But there's Mount coming down to form a triangle because Casemiro didn't go over there. And now we're going back to the middle. When we go back to the middle, no more triangles and stuff. We're just trying to figure out what side we want to build on. We go there, and now I expect Ahmad and Mount to take that space. And there's your triangle with Mbeumo. Mbeumo's trying to rotate. Mount rotates out. You got another triangle there. We're going backwards. So... the movement's a little bit slower, but this is okay, too, to slow the game down like we're doing right now. I can't see what's going on here because the camera angle. He's allowed to turn. Every player is allowed to turn the defender and dribble up in the Amorim system. Every player is allowed to dribble up. And I only say that because in Sporting and with us, I've never seen people not turn. I see everyone trying to turn. Actually, one of the mistakes that Ugarte made last week when we got scored on is when he tried to dribble, turn and dribble, and he did it like really close to our box. That's not the time to do it. And then he fell on the ground. They got the ball. They scored a goal. That's not the time to do it. Math, I'm with you. Okay, cool. Cool, man. Cool. And that's what you should be looking for. Like, if you're looking for exciting plays that are like, look at us, like, getting 20 shots off, we're not there yet. That's what I said on my videos when I say you got to give them another month or two. In another month or two, if they keep improving at what I'm seeing, these patterns, that's when we'll start creating more opportunities and get more shots. We're not there. We're not clinical yet. It's still in the oven. It's still cooking. It's not cooked yet. It's not cooked yet. And then when people say things like, oh, look at what Amarim's cooking or whatever, it's usually like, it's already cooked, buddy. Like, that's why you're showing it, right? Like, now he's cooked. This is cooking. It's not done. It's good right there. Now we got to cross it. It has to be crossed, and the crosses have to be of good quality. That was actually pretty good. I'm taking Baleba every day of the week. I'm taking Baleba every day of the week because of the physicality, because of how much ground he covers, and because he's so good at turning and running up the field. Wharton's the better passer. Baleba's the better runner, dribbler, and the beast. Wharton's a better passer, and Wharton's the kind of guy who uses his like intelligence to make sure he's positioned in the right places. Whereas Baleba can be a second late at thought, but he's so physical and such a beast that he'll still get there on time. And I would take that over the lack of physicality because our squad doesn't have enough physical specimens. We need the physicality. And Baleba's just an all-around better player, man. Baleba's like a Conte. Baleba has 3 lungs, dude. Baleba has 3 lungs. You understand? Like, you watch Adam Wharton play, and in the last 15 minutes of a game, you could tell that Adam Wharton's played a game. I'm not saying he's, like, unfit. But Baleba, you watch the last 15 minutes of the game, and he looks like he just got in the game. He looks like he hasn't played 80 minutes already. Oh, yeah. Baleba, if Baleba improved his passing and his long switches, he'd be, I don't know, man, top 3 midfielder in the world in like 3 years if he improves his crossing and switch crossing, not crossing into the box. Like, if he improved his progressive passing and his switches, Baleba would be like, okay, like, what more do you want from a midfielder? And again, don't underestimate the importance of how we need more physicality in our midfield. We don't have that. And Wharton isn't going to be more physical than Ugarte. Ugarte is probably more physical than Wharton. But Wharton's a better passer, and Wharton would help us in that aspect, but we'd be losing something physically when we take Ugarte out and put Wharton in. When you take Ugarte out and put Baleba in, you don't lose anything. You gain across every aspect of the game. You don't lose a thing at all. Nice spin. Oh, Bruno, what do you... Nice job. That was tight. That was not easy. That was tight. He had no room there, Mbumo. Harry Maguire. Harry looked like he had an agenda against David De Gea there. Harry looked like he had... De Gea never paid him back that $5 he borrowed before he left the squad. What was that? That's sloppy. I don't like that Bruno pass. Then again, Bruno's saying to Cunha, like, why aren't you moving? Maybe I do like the Bruno pass if it was Cunha's fault for not moving. Bruno in midfield. I don't know either. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know either. But you can't not have Bruno. Look at this receive and turn and pass. You can't not want. Oh, Cunha. Cunha's sloppy from Cunha there. But that he receives, he turns, he looks upfield, and he passes. You kind of. I don't know, man. Like, look. I mean, Bruno. Look at that. Two people come to press him, and he flicks it to Harry Maguire like it's like he's playing in a park. Like he's playing in a park against kids. You can't underestimate how good he is. It's just sometimes his decision making. It's not his skill. Sometimes his decision making, you're just like, what are you doing, Bruno? Oh, nobody wanted it? You guys just let it go? Be cool. I don't even know what you're talking about, but the fact that you said the stats don't show that, I just want to make sure. Um, like I was saying before in the first half, I deal with data all the time. I deal with stats all the time. Stats don't always reflect the true ongoings of what's happening. They're valuable. I'm not saying we don't use stats. They're valuable, but stats aren't everything. You can't I don't like basing arguments on stats. Stats should be the second part of why you're sure of a conclusion you've made. Not the first, not the priority, or not the first method of measuring if your conclusion is true or false. Especially in team sports. Individual sports stats actually are more valuable. But in team sports, my stats can be bad because my teammates are doing something that are causing my stats to be bad. If you think Maguire doesn't start against Arsenal and that De Ligt's going to start over Maguire, why just curious by the way, why would he start this pairing on the last preseason game a week before Arsenal? I think this is your starting lineup, guys. I think what you're seeing right here is going to be your starting lineup against Arsenal. I hate to say it, but I really do. It's the only thing that makes sense. And I think that's why they're getting over 70 minutes. If he was going to start De Ligt, he would give him more than 15 minutes. I don't even know if De Ligt's going to get any more than 15 minutes today. So I think you're looking at your starting lineup for next week, unless Heaven is injured or someone gets injured. Because you're seeing them get to play. Like, again, it's 71 minutes. Maz is injured, bro. Mazraoui's not fit. Mazraoui's not fit, but Mazraoui's not going to be a starter. Like, get that out of your. I hate to tell you guys, but anybody who thinks Mazraoui's a starter, he's not. Mr. Man, I think Mount will start in the Arsenal game. I really think this is your starting lineup, and then Šeško will take over the following week or the following game. But I think for the first game, this might be your starting lineup, including Mount. Who else is he going to play? Xerxes is not fit. Rasmus isn't going to play. Rasmus hopefully won't be here. As far as they're concerned, they want Rasmus in AC Milan. Rasmus won't be here. Now, the only other thing I think can happen is Mount doesn't start and Mainu starts in midfield and Bruno moves upfield to join the other two guys. That could happen. Maybe that's why he's bringing Mainu in right now to get a look at him. He's putting Mainu next to Bruno? Am I seeing this right? Mbumo's coming out. That's who really Mainu's coming out for. But who's going to play in the middle? Because Delot's coming in for Mbumo. Luke Shaw came in, I believe. Delict came in. I'm so confused. Amat's going to play as the 10. Delot's going to play as the right wing back. Yeah, Bruno is going to play next alongside Mainu. This is different. This is very different. The movement pattern should be better because Mainu's movement was really good in that Bournemouth game. Like, really good. Oh my God. Is he trying Mainu as false 9? No. Mainu's going to play alongside Bruno. What do you think about Casemiro playing as central center back? I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think Casemiro playing is a good idea. I'm going to be honest. I mean, I said it earlier. I think Casemiro needs to get out of Europe. Like, go to MLS, go to Saudi. And that's not me. Like, he's just, the game's become too fast and too physical for his age and him. I think we need to get Baleba in. So we, and then Casemiro is just, I love Casemiro too. Like, he's a great human being. I loved his time at Real Madrid. Oh, look at Bruno. Oh, come on, man. Cunha making a tackle. I have a feeling we're going to get a winning goal, guys. I don't know why. I'm starting to have a feeling we're going to get a winning goal. I've loved the movement so far with the new people coming in. Like, everyone's running the patterns. Like, look at Mainu get in position. And look at Cunha working with his back to goal and finding Mount. I really love this movement. They're running the patterns the way they've been training in training. I guarantee it. Like, these guys are actually doing it. Okay, what are they going to do here? They got to have more lateral runs and circulate. There you go. Ahmad and Mainu are circulating movement. Come back to low. Come back to low. Come back to low. See? Ah! Good switch. Good switch. And who said Bruno is not good? Oh, cut it back. Ahmad was not in position for the cutback. Please don't tell me Ahmad's hurt. If Ahmad's hurt, we're screwed. Get up. And Bruno makes the defensive play too. Get up. You can't be hurt, bro. The match isn't that bad, dude. People are complaining because Namur, because I don't think I think people only judge based on like how many shots we get on goal, and right now we're not there yet. Like, I judge based on patterns and movements because I know that it's still going to take time to get that final piece, which is, creating actual opportunities. But these, like what you're seeing right there is really good. You had the diamond. I mean, you can even see the diamond right now while they're walking. You had the diamond, and you had the head of the diamond checking back so he can receive with his back to goal, and he gets fouled. Like, that's all I want to see is the patterns are there. We're doing it right. And by the way, like, since we made the substitutions, the patterns have gotten better, and the movement's gotten better. So what does that tell us? Casemiro was an issue. and Mbumo's not fit. That's what that tells us. Casemiro was an issue, and Mbumo's not fit. Because you gotta be there on time. You can't be a second late. If you're a second late, it's over. The window of opportunity is over, and that's why these patterns have to be memorized, and you have to be ready to go every time. That's why I get mad at Delo, because I'm like, get back, go, come on, get back. That's why I get mad at Luke Shaw. I don't think Ahmad's hurt. I think he, hurt his hip a little bit, but it's not that bad. Like, he's running now. He's fine. Like, Delo's movement is absolutely not intelligent. Like, I don't go, what the hell he was doing there? I don't know. Like, now he's checking back. Finally, he's in place to come receive. And like, I'm telling you, Delo pisses me off. You see how Delo pisses me off. And the problem is, like, I think Delo's one of Amarin's favorites, but I would consider moving him on. Great job. That's not a... Oh, come on, dude. Why is that a foul? Why is that a foul? Oh, nice, dude. There it is. Oh. Guys, the give and go, to cut back pass, everything I talk about in all my videos. There's your 1-2 and back, and then the cut back pass to the top by the penalty area for Cunha to knock in. Everything I talk about in my videos. I actually talk about the cutback pass in the Sheshko video that I'm going to post right after this game. And I mean, like 2 seconds after I log off of here, that video will be available. Please watch it. Mount is pissing me off. Why would you say Mount is pissing you off? He just helped build that play. Oh, we almost got ahead of goal. I'm telling you, I was feeling like a goal is coming. You say, why did we buy 2 10s? I think, Ravel, if you're asking about Mount, if you're saying, if Mount is good, why do we buy 2 10s? The 10s we bought are better than Mount. That's number one. But number two, and more importantly, and the real answer, is because Mount is injury prone. He's injury prone. You can't count on Mount, just like Luke Shaw. That's why we bought 2 10s. If Mount was like 100% fit to train all the time, he'd be even better because he'd be training more. Because Mount's not a bad player if he's fit and training every day. You know, when you're out of training, you become... like you lose your rhythm, like you become worse, you make worse decisions. So Mount's not a bad player, but because he's injury prone, he's gonna be worse because he's not training as much, he's not in game as much, his brain's not being challenged to think game, thoughts. But Mount's not bad, dude. Mount's not bad. But he's injury prone, so yeah, you can't count on him. Yeah, he is a UCL winner. That's right. And every manager that ever had Mount has loved Mount. He's worked with a lot of managers. And every manager that's had him has loved him because you're getting 100% effort. But his body is not up to the task anymore, I don't think. Like he's going to get injured if you play him every game, and if you play him for 80 minutes a game or whatever, He's probably going to get injured. I mean, right there while he's talking to Bruno, you can see him bending over. Like, I think he might be taking Mount out right now for Ugarte. Yeah, he's taking Mount out for Ugarte. Like, Mount was already tired. Mount was like sitting down while he was talking to Bruno. He's injured, man. Like he's injury prone. He can't last. That's why we had to replace him. He wasn't worth the 50 million pounds because he's a player who's only going to play like half the games. Will there be penalties? I don't know, Muji. I have no idea. Why don't we play one of the DMs as a center back? Why do you want that? The DMs are not trained for offside traps and stuff like that, Shiva. These center backs have trained their whole lives to move with the center back line and make sure the offside trap is in the right place. That in and of itself can cause so many goals if you don't know when to step up. I don't want a DM playing center back because that one mistake, even if you think there's plenty of positives of doing that, but that one mistake is basically a goal for the other team. Yeah, Mbumo is not fit, and Casemiro was also not always in the. I mean, look at Mainu's movement there to offer an option. Hold on, I'm trying to see how we're going to build up out of this. This is interesting to me. Okay, we're just going to go with the long ball, which is fine. But when Benjamin Šeško is not on the field yet, I don't know how effective that's going to be. Oh, Ahmad was turning upfield when he shouldn't have. He was supposed to check back. Nice save. Offside. So Shiva, see how that's offside? If you're playing a defensive midfielder, he might not have stepped up. Look at watch the lick. You see how he holds the line? Okay, be cool. I will definitely look at that. There are different types of players. Mainu's gonna look to like connect with someone, whereas I think Bruno is gonna look for like the next killer pass, right? I don't know though. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but I will watch. I'm obviously gonna watch the game again later without you guys being around, so I can watch it in deeper and dissect it deeper. And I will watch for that. Be cool. Shiva, thank you, man. Thank you for being open-minded. That's the problem, Sean. I would love, like, I'm crazy though, like, so I would love Mainu and Bruno to start in midfield and bench Casemiro and Ugarte, but I'm crazy like that. I'd much rather go, look, okay, let's see how many goals we can score compared to how many they score, but it wouldn't be defensive enough, and it's unsafe. It's something I would do late in a game if we're chasing a goal, last 10 minutes of a game if we're down by a goal. Um, that would be the problem. I wish Mainu was a little. Watch Mainu turn, dude. I love this. So what you would get with Baleba is exactly what you just saw with Mainu, but with defense. The fact that he could receive the ball, turn, and split the defenders and run, and then they had to foul him. That's what you get with Baleba, but you also get defense, which you don't get with Menu. Oh, I thought the cross was coming. I'm so upset they didn't cross. Oh, no. Ahmad was supposed to cross it, man. Try benching Bruno for one match. I don't think that's going to happen. I think there's too much leadership there, and you don't have a leader, man. You don't have a leader on the pitch that can do all that talking to everybody and telling everybody where to go, what to do. And I know. Oh no, Dorgu. Nice, good pressure from Delic. But benching Bruno is I know a lot of people don't like him. And I understand why. I don't agree, but I understand why, and I wish he would do less of the chaotic plays sometimes, and he would slow down a little bit sometimes. But his leadership qualities and his communication with the rest of the team makes up for all of that. And you don't have anybody else doing that. You don't have anyone else doing that. And you need that. There's not enough talking going on in our team. There's not enough talking. In the old days, Scholes, Keane, Giggs, these guys would talk. You'd have 3 or 4 guys communicating. Game's over. You'd have 3 or 4 guys communicating. Right now, the only one who's talking to everybody is Bruno. I think Cunha's doing that too, though. Every time I watch a game, I see Cunha talking. I like that because we do need more than one. It wasn't a bad game. My verdict is it wasn't a bad game. I don't think we can walk away from this saying it was a bad game. I don't think we're ready for Arsenal, though. I don't think we're ready for Arsenal. If we don't get Baleba, then who would you buy? I'd buy Angelo Stiller. I'd buy Angelo Stiller instead of Wharton. Wharton's good, though. I would be happy with Wharton, but Angelo Stiller, to me, is a little bit more of a destroyer than Wharton is. The stats might not show that, but every time I've only seen Angelo Stiller play like 2 games, I think, last season. That's it. I was really impressed. So I don't know much about him, but in those 2 games, I was like, wow, this kid is a beast. But I really like. There's no comparison to Baleba, though. He's not even close. Like, we need Baleba. I want Baleba. Like, I don't even like that question because I don't want anybody else. But Angelo Stiller or Wharton will do, I guess, if I had to settle. But, dude, that just means that Baleba is going to go to one of our rivals next summer. Like, what the hell, man? Baleba will be going to one of our rivals next summer if we don't get him this summer. So if we need to pay $10 million over the odds to get him, then we need to pay $10 million over the odds to get him. Make sense? Guys, I got to go. Thank you so much for being here. My video on Benjamin Šeško will be live in 3 minutes. Not even 3 minutes. As soon as I log off, I'm going to go click it. So it's probably like 30 seconds. Watch that video on Benjamin Šeško. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think in that video. Hit that like button when you get over there, please. And I'll see you guys soon. Every Saturday game, we'll have a watch along this whole season. Every Saturday game, I will be doing a live watch along. Thank you so much for coming, guys. But I do have to go. It's my girlfriend's birthday, so I got to go. If we have money for Baleba, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, we really got to go for him. Manu doesn't make the immediate pass. Enjoyed the cheers. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, man. Thanks, man. Yeah, please watch the video. Please hit that like button. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of that video. I will see you guys soon. Every Saturday we'll have a watch along. I don't know why someone's getting a yellow card after the game is over.